guys, it's 100 Cheeky Chipmunks coming at you with another little review, and today I thought I'd talk about 91 Days, one of the most recent ones, and let's get on down and dirty with this. So, it's basically a revenge story. 91 Days, it's set in the whole, prohibition area, the whole alcohol kind of being illegal kind of situation, and it's set in this town called Lawless. Now, it follows our main guy, Avilio, who basically had his family, is basically all murdered when he was a kid. And he managed to get away, and the family who kind of were responsible were the Venettis. And this guy, Avilo, gets his letter and says, okay, these were the people who were responsible, these who, did it. And it's the whole thing of him going in, gaining trust of the Venettis, and basically trying to carry out his revenge and tear the family to pieces, basically. Have what happened to him, happens to them. And I really like the setting. Again, we don't get many gangster ones, I feel like, which, fair enough, we get enough Western ones, so it's not like we need them. But it's nice to see a bit of a difference, compared to some fantasy and stuff. And what I really enjoyed is just seeing Avilio's journey, going deeper down the rabbit hole, going into back to a world which, he doesn't like at the end of the day. And, seeing him get swallowed up by his revenge, him losing some stuff as well, loses even more. But also then seeing these kind of members of Venetti's experiencing all this, betrayal and kind of things basically getting teared up. And it's really, really interesting. And also they're coming in with this, war between the other family and seeing this whole thing of them trying to not start an all-out war, but there's this whole balance of power. And that's very interesting to watch as well. So I'd say the story overall is quite good. The ending, I didn't mind it. I wish it was more 100% so I could kind of knew exactly what happened. But, I mean, it's kind of left a little bit to imagination. You get kind of hints. So it could have been either of two in my mind. And although, yeah, it's a bit annoying. If you don't like that, that might be a bit of an annoyance for you. But I'd say that it works because of it kind of fits a whole mature thing and fits the whole thing of a revenge come full circle for a certain member of the Venettis, And it's very, very overall very good. And there is one decision where I think one of the, let's say Avilio's friend, one decision which happens by himself, and I feel like there must have been another way around it, because let's just say something happens that. And overall I think it's still a well done story. There's enough twists and turns to keep it interesting, and the period is very interesting as well alone, In terms of the characters, again, very well done. There's no one I hated, which is always good. And a nice variety. They all felt like human. They didn't feel over dramatized, over cheesy. No friggin' tropes, thank God, because that would kind of destroy it. But our main guy, Avilio, watching him go into this and getting even more consumed by his whole thing of getting revenge, going back into this world which made him suffer at the end of the day, and seeing if he feels it's worth it at the end, seeing him after he's kind of started going through it. And it's just very interesting to see him go down and down, and in a way get more despair but also mature. I wish there was a bit more to him sometimes. I get his character though. He is a bit emotionless because at the end of the day his family has been killed. So I kind of get it. So, I really can't complain too much about that. Overall I did like as well how smart it was, seeing him weave his way through. It was just fun to watch, And it wasn't like he was never getting away with everything, there were times he was put under suspicion. And again, seeing how we weaseled out of it was very interesting as well. In terms of one of our main ones as well, you had yourself, who was Neo, basically one of the main guys from Venetti on that. And basically, he's a bit more of a light-hearted, but seeing him kind of in a way go through exactly what Avilio had to go through, it's quite interesting watching how he reacts to it. Is very, very gripping, and I did like him as a character. In a weird way, it's again a weird kind of friendship, and you kind of don't want to see some of the characters of the Venetti's families go because although yes, they're gangsters, it's not like they're just pure evil. they've also done things to help people, and it's like, you know, it's very good how they make it so that you're not totally 100% always on Avilio's side. So, I mean, it's very well done, the characters overall, and I really did like, there's a guy called Fangos, and he's like the mad one. He's part of the Orca family, who are basically like the rivals, and he goes, most of the time is off on his own doing crazy stuff, and he's always kicking up a bit of a racket, which is fun to watch. In terms of the music, sparsely used, fits the era though, like it feels very much like Back and Again kind of music, which I like. And when it was used fittingly, kind of to the mood, and that suited it. Especially the ending song, I loved the start song, I love that song. I can't get enough of that song, it is amazing. But overall, well done with the sound and voice acting again, not overdone, enough emotion in it, and we all had a bit of a distinctive, you know, personality with it. Especially Fango's character, as I said again, because he was just nuts, and I loved it. In terms of the art animation, the art is kind of middle ground, you know, it's not the most detailed, but it's detailed enough, and it kind of suits it as well, because there's enough detail to make you know each character, but it's not overdone to a fact where it doesn't feel like it's part of like this world, you know, that which is really good. And again, the background can sometimes be a bit basic, but again, that kind of fits this gritty atmosphere, and there's still some really nice ones like the Opera House. On that, the animation, although can be clunky sometimes, overall well done, never really took away from the enjoyment, and especially with the like gunfights and that were very well done, especially at the start of the series. On that, I mean, as I said, that's my main thoughts. I don't really have many gripes with this show. I thought it set out what it wanted to do. Well, it was an interesting story, and seeing these characters go through like a rabbit hole, you know, go darker into despair, was very fun to watch. So I'd recommend watching this, guys. Hell, if you see it, I'd probably buy it. But it is really worth watching. So this is me out. Have a great day, and see you guys next time.